What if I'm the monster?
You so freaking precious when you smile. Yeah. Hit it from the back and drive you home. Yeah. Alright, worldy gamers. Alright, worldies. Alright, worldy gamers. Welcome back to your favorite channel and welcome to one of your favorite episodes or segments. Your favorite segment called Worldy Modes. So this is a segment in which we discuss about different modes in which you can put on different games. And the game at hand today is Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. And I've got the full Premier League Stadiums MOD. And yeah, so basically in PES you can now play Pro Evolution Soccer 2019 with all the Premier League Stadium in place. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. Right, so let's just get into it. I know you can't wait already. The first thing you have to do is to download, of course, the different patches or the different fixes. Yeah, patches or modes. I'll leave down the links down in the description. So right here we're in my the folder that I usually like to put all my patches. And the first thing you have to do for you to be able to use this to implement the stadiums into the game, you have to have two things. You have to have Cider version 5.12 and the Stadium Saver version 1.1. So basically I'm gonna just walk you through the steps of even implementing or installing the Cider version. So basically our cider, the cider is not really a setup, so it's just an extract. So what you have to do, you just have to extract it, open the folder like this, and I think you can all see these things, there's different folders and different files. And if you already have the cider, the only thing you have to copy is the sider.dll file. That's the only thing you have to copy, actually, just the sider.dll file. If you already have the cider. If you don't have the cider already, then you have to copy everything and paste everything in your PES 19 root folder or base folder or install folder. So I'm gonna go to my PES root folder, and since I already have the cider installed already, I think I have the cider version 5.11. So now what I have to do is to I think you can see it's a lot of files, because if you want to mod Pro Evolution Soccer, you have to put a load. So I'm gonna pass this sider.dll. I think you all so it's sider.dll. It's a dynamic link library. There we go. So I'm done with installing cider 5.12, and now I have to install the Stadium Saver version 1, and after that, because I didn't have the Stadium Saver installed already, so you have to install from version 1 and after that update it to version 1.1. So I'm gonna extract it again, and so we've got the contents which goes into a folder called contents as well in the PES root folder. So I already have the folder since I installed the site already. So now you just have to copy the Stadium Server and the weather conditions. Copy these two files, go back to your PES root folder, and in the contents right here, you paste this too. I already have the trophy saver already. So I'm gonna paste the Stadium Server and the weather server as well, weather conditions. After that, you go back to your patch folder, and then you export, not export, and then you go to the modules, and then you copy the Stadium server dot, I like to call them lua, but it's LUA file extension file. So you copy this too, and then go back to the PES root folder, the modules, and in the modules, this is where you put all your .lua file extension files, which are basically the files you have to implement or load into the game for you to make use of those different modes. So you pass them. So afterwards, now you have to pass the server 1.1 version 1.1. So now this is a tricky part now, so you have to pay great attention. Now you have to extract the different stadiums now. Extract the different stadiums that you want to import into the game. They released this patch, has like all the stadiums, the Premier League stadiums. I think it should be 20 stadiums if I'm not mistaken. If not 20, then maybe 15, almost all of them. But for the tutorial's sake, I'm not gonna download all of them because it will take time. So I'll leave the links down below where you can get the rest of the stadiums that I would have omitted from the video. Alright, so we're done with exporting all the stadiums, right? And now what you have to do is basically we have to copy these different files and pass them into our stadium server folder. Alright, content, stadium server, and then you paste the stadium folder, paste it there. Inside the stadium server folder, you paste the different folders of the different stadiums. And now after this, you go back to the modules now, and you have posted the weather condition module and the stadium server module. Now you have to change the evil switcher, so now you have to go to the sider configuration setting file, then open the sider configuration setting file. It's not in the evil switcher, it's like this, and now I have the stadium server dot. I have to remove the other dot. Now this is correct, and it's caster sensitive, so you don't have to write either a small letter. You have to write it as it is, as the file's name is, the initial file's name. And to go back to weather conditions, just have to remove all this because it's not inside the evil switcher, because this is a folder name, right? Evil switcher is a folder name, and I didn't paste it in the evil switcher. I pasted it outside the evil switcher folder. So I just have to write this. And after doing this, you have to remove the evil switcher, evil weather, and the evil stadium exactly. So you just have to put a semicolon at the start of the line like this, and the evil weather as well. I don't have it actually, so which is pretty good because I had not implemented it before. But if you had the evil switcher weather or the evil weather, you're supposed to do this and just remove it. So I just uninstalled or uninitialized the evil stadium, which is, you just do it by, don't delete the whole line because you might need to use it afterwards. You just do it by putting a semicolon at the start of the line. After that you're done, you have to just press either Ctrl S or manually save. If you go back to the stadium server, and after going back to the stadium server, you have to so you have to go back to content, exactly, go back to the stadium server like this, and now you see this file called team maps. So you have to, or map teams, map underscore teams, you have to open it, and you see piece of coding as well. Right, so here we are inside the file, we have a piece of coding. So for you to implement each and every stadium, you have to make sure that you, first of all, write, this is the team ID, this is stadium ID, and this is stadium name, and the folder in which the contents of your stadium are stored in, right? And the team, that owns the stadium. So we have, for example, the West Ham Stadium, and we're gonna try to implement maybe 2 stadiums for. So we're gonna go to a website called. I'm gonna show you the website and leave the link down below. Hopefully, it'll be useful. We're gonna go to our PES 2019 Teams ID, exactly. You can just Google, but I'll leave the direct link of the site that I use. Okay, so yeah, so we get it. All right, So these are the different team IDs, and we want to implement the Goodison Park, which is the Everton Park. Oh my god, Everton Stadium. So now we go to try to find the English Premier League. We've got Superliga, Premier League, exactly. Oh my god. All right, so Everton is Merseyside blue, right? So you have to copy this. So this is the team ID initially, and all right, so this is team ID 177. We go back to the notepad. So we now have the team ID, and go back to the notepad, and here we're gonna write hashtag 177. Then copy, and then now we have to write the stadium ID, and you can easily find the stadium ID as well by, let me show you how you can get to do it. Go back to your PES file, your PES root folder or install folder, go back to the contents, go back to the stadium server, and go back to the folder of the stadium of the team you want to put in the game. And now, all right, there we go. So we actually in the stadium server, and we want to install Everton Park. You go to common, you go to is this? No, there's not the folder. Nope, there's not the folder as well. Okay, you go to render and you go to thumbnail and stadium. So this is the stadium. So you go to open the folder of the elements of the stadium, go to common, render, thumbnail, and stadium, and you get the stadium ID. I know it's quite a process, to be honest. It's quite a frustrating process, but you know, that's all you have to do. So it's ST009. Go back to the notepad. It's not, you write 009, not ST009. So 009, and the name of the stadium is Goodison Park. Goodison Park, like this, sorry. Like this. And now you have to put the name of the folder in which the elements of the stadiums are stored. So what's the name of that folder? This name of the folder is, we have to rename this folder just to Goodison Park. Goodison Park, like this. Exactly. So it's Goodison Park, like this. So you just have to copy the name and like this. Then you're done. Go back to the notepad, like this exactly. You go back here and you paste. It's Goodison Park. And I think, yeah, it does not really matter, but anyways, you can write hashtag Everton. Yeah, Everton FC or Everton, just Everton. I don't know. So you're done actually. And this is a process, to be honest. I'm not gonna do the second stadium because it takes a lot of time, to be honest. So I think you're just gonna have to save. I think you already have seen the whole process. I'm done with this, okay? And now I just saved. Let me save manually. And now I'm done. Totally done. And yeah, so let me just try to run the game and show you how it is inside the game.
There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Two high-profile, high-calibre teams This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.